Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple: products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, this is, I guess, it will fall in the category as a random talk, but it's a pretty, specific episode. Overall, I just kind of want to talk on, yesterday, today, and my future, because at the end of the day, I really don't know how my where my future is going to really lead. More so talking with YouTube and Twitch streaming, because with this pandemic, I have to say I've put so much time and work into YouTube, and then this year, putting in a lot of work with promoting my Twitch channel. It's been exhausting. It's been extremely exhausting. To the point where I'm waking up at later hours. I'm going to sleep at later hours. My sleep schedule is all messed up. But what other things? I mean, and it's putting in so much work just to get such a little feedback, or just to get very little in return. And I feel like I put a lot into what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to blame nobody. I'm not trying to say it's my fans' fault. It's nobody's fault at the end of the day. It's just, it's exhausting, and it's stressful on a content creator when, you putting in so much work and, you're not really getting anything back in return. It's if you are, and it has to be a certain video or a certain content creator. And I have nothing but respect for the content creators that I get involved with, whether it's a reaction video or Twitch streaming. But it's one of those things where I'm man, I do wish things was a lot better. And it's thinking back, it's 2010, and to 2015, not really, taking YouTube seriously. That's the time that I do regret, because I feel like I've been in a much more better position. And then from 2015 to now, and putting in so much time and work and uploading thousands of videos, and then trying to be a daily streamer, and then having a podcast, and then multiple YouTube channels, don't think for a second what I do is easy. It's not. It's not easy at all. And then you're trying to balance your personal life, and it's hard at times, but I feel like now, and that's, once again, really don't know what the future holds for me. There's been numerous times where I thought on taking a break, and it was just the other day, I honestly was prepared to, look for a job and things, and kind of, not so much as hang up YouTube, but take a break, and then just wait until I get comfortable, and then try to come back to YouTube. But it's it's a lot on my mind right now, and I'm man, I kind of wish I can relate to somebody, or if it was just overall a person to talk to out of all of this, to see what I really should do. But at the end of the day, it's I'm in this by myself. I can't rely on people to hold my hand throughout my life. Forget career and personal life, just throughout my life altogether and things. So yeah, it's it's something that I just gotta overall fight on my own. And whichever decision I make, I just hope that people will respect it. At the end of the day, if I were to take a break, or even go as far as to quit YouTube, it's a decision where I'm I struggled, and I thought hard on it, and I have faced that door before where I did almost quit YouTube. And I feel now it's kind of just being in the position I'm in right now. It's I don't feel as emotionally attached, or just even emotional to that whole that door, to where I would have to quit YouTube. I really don't feel anything at all anymore. and it has a lot to just do with my life in general, personal and business. Like, it's just I wish things were just was easier, on just more so on me. Like, forget like where I would be at, because at the end of the day, like, it don't really matter to me where I'm at with YouTube, but at the same time it does, because I want it to be a career. I want to be able to be like financially stable and stuff, like where things is overall like just better than what it is like now. And to not like really to not really know like when that day will happen. And I know people like they'll tell me at the end of the day, I know there's gonna be like at the end of the day, like when I do this episode, like this is just me just talking. This is just me like venting out to you guys to overall just let y'all know like where I'm at mentally, because after today and yesterday, it's like this vaccine shot, like, because that's even more so a reason why I'm doing this, like with this vaccine shot. Like, bruh, I woke up this morning and I honestly I felt like in the like worst type of pain that I haven't felt like that type of pain, that physical pain, like I haven't felt that in a while. And it's to talk on that real quick. When you deal with it for like a little bit, like where it's just with this like, okay, the sore arm and stuff. I really I ain't gonna say that it was my arm that like led me into doing this episode, but just overall how I was feeling like all today and things where like I woke up this morning just my whole body being sore, and I'm like, dang, like this is what a vaccine shot will do to you. That, and then just having a crazy headache like the whole day and stuff. And I feel good now. Like I had to say like my headache, like on a scale from like 1 to 10, it's probably like, oh yeah, I'd say it's like a 1.5 and things. But it's I feel like that's what more so led me into doing this episode and things. Just with everything that's kind of on my mind and some like personal matters. But at the end of the day, I gotta face these things just as an adult, and not really like try to be like pretty overall do what I've did before in the past, and get all emotional and crap and acting like I can't do nothing. Like overall, after I'm done with this episode, I do plan on recording some videos. But yeah, and that's another thing that I also wanted to reference was Lel Hansen. Um, that's a person I feel like if I could relate to somebody, because I know that people will probably, I think I've even said that before. It's like even though we're all different, like there's somebody out there that you can relate to. I feel like that YouTuber Lil Hansen, she's somebody that I can relate to overall. Like when she did that last video on her channel where she was talking about like pretty much like how she's been wanting to follow her dreams, and maybe I need to sit down and watch that video again, because I don't know, right now I'm like I really don't know what I got planned. But anyways, she did talk on like how when she does her video, when she was doing those videos, the reaction videos and all the other videos she was doing, how it was like it wasn't like overall her being fake, but it just wasn't her. And I'm like, man, do you understand how many videos I've done in just in the like recent, like not even like I have to say ever since probably, well, definitely before 2015 and stuff. Like I've always kind of been in a position where like overthinking definitely does play a factor in my life, and that's, I can tell y'all right now, it's like if there is a way or a cure for overthinking, like to overall just get rid of that, bruh, I'm like I'll be the first person to overall like just that, and just like yeah, I'll be the first person to take whatever medication you need to take to stop overthinking and crap. But anyways, but yeah, I had to say definitely before 2015, like I had to say like I don't think you guys have ever really seen me in a happy moment. And I'm like, I think definitely if I were to like hit like 100K or 1 million subscribers, I would feel like some side of like slight happiness. But I don't know. I don't know if it's like, okay, I get there and it's like I'm not happy, and then I end up being one of those YouTubers where I'm like, oh, I gotta take a break, go on a vacation. I'm like, at the end of the day, I really don't know what will overall, like, and I'm not trying to like, dig up some old graves or, whatever to, try to find my happiness again. Like, I know overall I need to, do something new, do something different. So I think if I were to ever like quit YouTube, that definitely would be the reason why. Is because I just not quit, but take a break. I really don't want to quit. I do eventually want to come back to this. I'm not even quitting now. I'm not taking no break now and none of that. Like I still there's multiple videos I gotta record. There's a bunch of things I need to do. So I really don't see myself doing that no time soon. It's like, plus when you kind of got like bills and things, like yeah, I can't afford to take no break or quit YouTube and stuff. So anyways, what else can I talk about? Overall, like to tell people, I guess like if you are in my shoes where you kind of feel like this and stuff, I really do hope things do get better for you. And I think that's overall what I need to do is probably just talk to some friends, see what they would do in my situation, and it's like, man, I'm telling you, it's honestly, it's just crazy, like with my life, like overall, just sitting back thinking like in a situation that like today, like I definitely would have had to, like I wouldn't probably be doing this episode without like overall like feeling a certain way and things. But I probably wouldn't be able to do this episode. I probably wouldn't be able to record no videos for tonight. But I'm like, times before, it's like it's kind of helped me. It's kind of been like the thing is though, YouTube with me, it's like a good and bad like medicine for because I'm like, man, like I put so much into it, and I don't really have time to like focus on anything else, but at the same time it does help. And I'm like, man, like definitely, like if people are thinking like, oh, like YouTube and my personal life is like well balanced, it's not. It's not at all. I have to say like YouTube is probably like at an 80-90%, while like my personal life is like at a 10-20%. Yeah, it's far from being balanced. Like I probably spend more time with YouTube and coming up with content than I do just overall socializing. And that's why I'm like, with the with my that job, that cafe job I had in Seattle, it was like, if you guys go to them like 4 years I worked out there from 2016 all the way up until now, you guys will overall see, or not, well, last year, but yeah, you guys would see that it was like I spent more time at this job or focused on this job than I did YouTube. Like if you see the content that I posted, like just this year alone, I probably posted more, or not, last year, and then a little bit of this year. But yeah, it's like you guys probably would notice that I posted way more content, because I mean, with the multiple channels that I have, like of course I posted way more content than I did with the like 4 years I was working at this job, and just in the 2 years I really been doing this pandemic YouTube and stuff. But and then that's another thing to speak on this pandemic, and probably to just really finish off this episode. This pandemic has not been good at all. Like maybe with others, and I know I've said like it's at least like have gotten me to really focus on YouTube and stuff, but it hasn't really been that good. And I'm like, man, it's messed up that it's like that. I feel like that would, regardless of whatever situation or position that you're in life, you should always enjoy it. Like I mean, unless you out there like legit struggling and stuff. But I have to say that's what this is. But even then, like you still should like shed some sort of happiness and stuff, like feel something. But yeah, with this pandemic, I'm like, man, it's just been more so just with focusing on YouTube. I haven't really been focusing on nothing else other than that. So yeah, it's like with this pandemic, man, I'll be glad when it's over. I'll be glad like overall, like when just things get better, because when it does, like I think that'll probably be the one time when I actually will cry like tears of joy and stuff, because I've never experienced nothing like that before. It's like if I did experience any form of happiness, it's like it's definitely years ago, like when I was probably in high school, maybe, possibly. But other than that, I'm like, man, I'm telling you, it's like just overall, like people that are in my shoes right now, I do hope things do get better for you. I do overall hope like it's like what y'all are dealing with, it's it goes and things. Like I'm trying to like really lead this episode on past 15 minutes and stuff, because like it's like my OCD and things. Like I gotta, have it where it's like past 15. But anyways, but I guess if I were like, I know people probably would wonder, like, all right, so that's how I could end this episode off. Like, I know people will probably wonder, what would I overall say or do, like for my fans and stuff if I were to leave or take like a long, because I know if I do take a break, I'm gonna take a long break, and I really don't, I don't want to do that, but if it were to happen, like that's what would happen, but I definitely want to thank everybody, like, not even just in the 6 years I've been, really taking YouTube serious, but just in the whole, like, 11-year period that I've been doing YouTube. Like, I would like to thank everybody that has shown support and has shown love. And then also with Twitch streaming, I like to thank everybody that's shown support and love with that, too. Like, at the end, I never really knew what any of that felt like. When people tell me like they're listening to my podcast or they're watching my videos or joining my streams and stuff because they're a fan of me. Like, I've never had fans before. Like, I don't know what that feels like. So, to have that one thing, like, out of all of this, I probably have to say that's like the one thing that does, like, it's like fans are supportive and stuff. Fans, that's like, so I appreciate everybody that's showing support. And it's honestly, man, it is a list, bruh. It is a list of people that has shown support and stuff, but, some still show support, some has shown support for a little bit, and I can't even get mad at those that have shown support for a little bit, but, it's cool, though, like, that people, overall, have done that, so I really do appreciate that. I wish I could have, like, I guess, like, the one thing I could do, to give back is to continue doing what I'm doing and stuff, but if I wasn't, like, at least this, thank you, would overall, like, I guess, would make things better, but I don't know, but anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I appreciate everything. Definitely, one day you guys will see me in a better position, in life, and I can't wait for that day to come. But I think for now, like, I'm gonna have to just, I guess, continue running on, like, films, and, just, try, like, I guess, make the best out of what I'm doing and stuff, so. But anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, however you're viewing this. I ain't gonna do none of that promo stuff. If you want to hear the promos, just go to my last episode and just listen to the very end and stuff. But yeah, talk to y'all later. Peace.